Today marks the 1 year anniversary of when I started my YouTube channel for these weirdo knots that so many of us like to tie. And for that occasion, I am going to introduce the instructions for this knot, Elli's Waterfall knot, which is the first time I've named a knot after one of my kids. Elli is my youngest daughter. So shout out to Elli, this is your knot. And I'll take this down and show you how it's done, see what you think. Be right back. Alright, so collar's up, tie is down. The tip of the blade, that's the wide part, is right at my belly button, well, between my belly button and my belt line. And the tail, that's the little end. That's what's left. So, we're going to tie the knot with this end. It's kind of a hungry knot, so if you're a larger fellow, larger than me, that's not hard to do because I'm just a little guy. So, we're going to make our crease and bring it to the center. With the tail, we're going to cross over the front of our crease, like so, and around the back, just like that. Once you've looped that, up the front, down through the back. The reason I do this instead of the other way is because, like I said, this is a hungry knot. So once we've got this, the tail down through the back, we're going to come around the front, and I'd like to leave a finger space in there when I wrap it around. I mean, you can tighten it up here in a moment. Once you bring it around the back, of course, we're going to go down through that loop we just left. Don't tighten it up too much yet, because you're going to need some space. Now, since we came in from this side, we're going to kind of angle it this way and make it into a point. So, 45 degree, and then another 45 degree to get that point, and then the tip of your tail goes up through that first loop, which I'm having fun doing by looking at the phone. Alright, so there you've got that cone. Now, the first side that came through, use that to tighten this. But you don't want this too big either, because we still got a couple steps left. So, while you're holding this, gently pull on the tail to tighten up that little cone right there. So, there's our tightened cone. And in case you hadn't guessed this is going through that cone. So there's our first fall in the waterfall. I'll tighten it up just a little more so I have some more tail to work with. Oh, that didn't sound right. Sorry. So anyway, here we go. Now we're going to make another cone. So 45 degree angle, and then 45 degree angle back on itself to get that cone. Hold tight on that, feed it up through our second cone. First cone, second cone. Well, you see which one I'm doing. And we'll use this to tighten this. Draw that up in. Careful not to pull it too far, else you lose that. There we got our final cone. So this last piece goes down through there. And if you have some sticking through, it's not a problem. Because it's not really anchored, that's a good place to put a tie tack or a tie bar, tie clip, whatever. Here's the part where you straighten it out. Now, when you cinch this up to your collar, grab your tie right there at the pinch, and then at the very first knot, and bring it up. Once I get my collar down, I'll straighten all this out. And cinch it up more even, because that looked kind of sloppy. Alright, so let's flatten that out. And the more you puff it out, I don't know, that doesn't sound right. the more you accentuate this stuff, the more it actually could resemble a waterfall. That way from the side it looks pretty dang cool. So that is Elli's waterfall knot. And Elli, when you see this, I love you, baby. I love all my kids. But since this is your knot, so just 7 more knots to go to name one after all my kids. Maybe then I'll hit grandkids and name some for them. But anyway, if you gotta be naughty, make sure it's with a tie. Knotty. And here's one thing I love about this knot. When it comes time to take it off, grab the tail. Oops, okay, so I just screwed that up. Once you get that out of there, then you can pull the tail. And it takes you all the way back to where you, almost to where you started. Anyway, have fun with this knot, more to come. I try to base something, I try to have symmetrical knots if at all possible that look similar to the originals that we're all familiar with, you know, like the Eldridge, the Trinity. Some of the wilder knots, although they are great, I have trouble with them. So, not with doing them, just with wearing them, because I'm kind of OCD, so they have to be symmetrical if at all possible. But have a very good day, and we'll see you next time. Happy 1-year anniversary to me, the Knotty Professor. Down below, like, comment. If you haven't already, subscribe as well. In 1 year, I have gotten up to, I think last time I looked, last night, 232 subscribers. I want to keep that going. More and more and more and more and more. Have fun. Bye-bye.